you surprised by Paddy's game plan?
I didn't understand his game plan even. He wanted to box with Gaethje, but he couldn't wrestle him. He couldn't box him. He just a little bit young and he has a better chin. But he's a trash can.
Just curious, what did you think about Paddy's chin? Because a lot of people say Justin Gaethje is the hardest hitter they've ever faced.
Yeah, but Paddy got knocked out like 15, 20 times. Yeah, Justin was like 3-4 years ago, he was different. Now it's like he's getting old and it's last a couple fights he got.
While Gaethje chose restraint and perspective over spectacle, the conversation was far from over. Across the division, Ilia Topuria was listening closely, and when he spoke, his message carried a far sharper edge. What followed was not an exchange of hype, but a direct response that underscored just how real this potential collision has become.
I just felt like I did enough. I just felt like I did enough to get the job done. Paddy is getting the beat out of him right now. It looks like, Jesus, this might not end well.
With that warning now on record, attention quickly shifted back to Justin Gaethje. The question wasn't about trash talk or theatrics, but whether he felt compelled to answer the champion directly, and if this moment demanded anything more than preparation and patience.
It was almost like he understood the assignment. We're on Paramount. There's a new network. There are going to be new fans. We need to introduce them to what the UFC is. I think after watching that, everybody that was tuned in are going to be lifelong fans of the UFC. Because on the special nights, there is not a sport in the world that can compare to the UFC, and tonight we have one of those special nights.
At the center of that discussion stood UFC President Dana White, who has seen countless high-stakes fights materialize over the years. From his perspective, this wasn't just another title scenario. It was a collision of styles capable of delivering instant chaos.
Paddy's heart, the grit of this kid. I don't care that he lost the fight. He comes back and murders like most guys.
Yeah.
Like anyone that doesn't have the grit. Like obviously everyone, like myself and everybody else, is worried about how much a fight like this takes out of you. But he's super young.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think he's young enough to bounce back from a fight like this and to turn it into a superpower moving forward. Because not many people survive Gaethje the way he does, the way he did, or like have moments of greatness late in the fight after taking the hits that he took.
By the way, before we dive in, 99.8% of the people watching right now aren't subscribed. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming MMA news. And without further ado, let's dive into it.
When the discussion turned to a potential high-stakes matchup with Ilia, Justin Gaethje stayed true to his character, refusing to sensationalize it, yet acknowledging its immense significance amidst the growing anticipation. He believes this could be one of the greatest fights the UFC could possibly stage, especially in such a high-profile setting, considering Ilia's meteoric rise, his definitive finishes, and the intriguing clash of their styles. Gaethje stands ready to seize the moment, particularly if the fans demand it as the ultimate championship encounter.
Within the UFC, you were saying stuff like, well, his entrance is good and it's all well and good to get the fans, but he needs to be able to fight. Obviously, we've seen him have great wins before, but to show the durability he had in that fight tonight, do you feel like even though he lost, he will be considered one of the best in that division moving forward?
No doubt about it. I mean, he was the favorite tonight. I think that's what fucked him. Every other one, he's the underdog and everybody thinks he's going to lose. Tonight, he's the favorite. I don't think that his game plan was the greatest. Obviously, tonight he showed he is tough, he is durable, and almost impossible. I mean, especially against Gaethje. And you're eating those punches from him. You know, it's one thing to say, listen, I'm going to come out. I believe in, say, you know what? It's the third round. I got 2 rounds left. I might want to try to take him down to some.
Ilia, for his part, initially addressed Paddy, critiquing an opponent he perceived as past his prime and suggesting he squandered his chance. He quickly acknowledged Gaethje's recent triumph before delivering a stark warning. Ilia declared that regardless of what lies ahead, Justin is headed directly for trouble. He stated the upcoming challenge will be incredibly tough, but he's confident in his preparation. Ilya emphasized the importance of trusting his training, his staff, and his own abilities, understanding that his presence in this moment serves a greater purpose. While he hopes destiny guides him to victory, he humbly concedes that he cannot dictate the final outcome. Only time will tell.
And we've been talking about a lot of fights. I want to say this, congrats to Justin Gaethje. What an unbelievable performance. Paddy the Baddy, oh my God, he impressed the hell out of me. Incredible, he'll learn from that, but I tell you what, he's got what you can't teach. Heart, grit, determination, all that shit. Yeah, he can make tweaks. You can put the chin down, you can lift the hands up. What he showed tonight is that he is legit. The man is real, and that's for damn sure. He's at the hospital right now. He'll be fine. They're just checking him out. Gotta say though, well done, Justin Gaethje. He was the...
When questioned about a specific message for champion Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje responded directly and without pretense. He brushed aside the hype, the trash talk, and all external attention, asserting that his focus isn't on delivering any personal message. Instead, Gaethje puts his unwavering faith in his coaching staff, entrusting them with the meticulous groundwork, analyzing Topuria, devising the optimal strategy, and drilling it into every single practice session. For Gaethje, success hinges entirely on readiness, precision, and flawless execution. He believes that once he steps into the octagon, the sophisticated tactics and relentless effort of his team will convey a far more powerful statement than any words could.
Good at grappling. He's a very, very good at grappling. And I felt that he deviated from the game plan, meaning that if I was in his corner, you're gonna move. One, he's gotta keep his hands up here. I like the traditional look where you can move, you can elbow, you throw your right hand, right, left, high kick, push kick. You're just way more, this is standard. This is like the best option. But I still feel like he deviated from the game plan where I think he felt that he was gonna be able to.
Many prominent figures are weighing in on this anticipated matchup, with Dana White envisioning it as a pure striking war. Both Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria wield immense knockout power, and when Gaethje is fully prepared, it promises to be an electrifying fight from start to finish. White expects explosive exchanges the moment they step into the cage, noting that either fighter has the capability to end the bout with a single blow. Get ready for relentless action, top-tier skill, and a contest poised to dominate headlines and command center stage on any fight card.
The knockout Justin Gaethje, and I just don't think Paddy Pimblett has that torque. I'm not saying he can't do it, I just don't think he has the torque to knock out a guy like Justin Gaethje, who's been in wars with guys like Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway. Max Holloway's knocked him out. He's knocked out Dustin Poirier. He's been in wars with Eddie Alvarez. He's just been in a lot of wars on the feet. But when you look at some of the things that, Khabib did to Justin Gaethje, he made it look easy. He took him down, past his guard, mounted.
Next, Demetrius Johnson believes the ideal bout would pit Gaethje against Ilia Topuria. He questions whether Justin would even want to defend an interim championship, given his clear focus on securing the undisputed title. Looking ahead, Johnson describes Topuria as a remarkably disciplined, strategic fighter, possessing truly formidable knockout power. He points to Topuria's past victories against opponents like Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway as evidence. Johnson anticipates Topuria will remain composed, maintain a high guard, and astutely read the fight as it unfolds, setting the stage for a truly dynamic and rapid contest.
Technical aspect to this entire game plan, okay? Gaethje was going to pressure fight him, walk him down, guns blazing, turn it into a dogfight, and hopefully he outlasts Paddy, okay? This whole game plan is banking on the fact that he knows he can take more, he can deal more, and he can capitalize on it later in the fight. Okay, because and to be fair, he's got legs to walk with that because he's done it time and time again. And round 3, we saw him be like, okay, I'm gonna take this round off.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Dude, I'm gonna stay at mid range. I'm not gonna walk you down and just let you come back a little bit, try to build some energy. and everyone was worried. Like honestly, I saw like a glint of disinterest from Gaethje. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, it was weird. But then round 4 just puts his foot back on the pedal, maybe knowing he's got 2 rounds left. Bar fight Gaethje. It was Gaethje of old. It was.
Regarding Arman Tsarukyan, Johnson perceives him as a fighter whose career trajectory is heavily influenced by the UFC's strategic agenda. Ideally, he suggests Tsarukyan should face Gaethje next. However, with Justin likely awaiting an undisputed championship opportunity against Topuria, that fight might not materialize immediately. In the interim, Tsarukyan will continue to cultivate his public image and navigate ongoing challenges. Johnson ultimately hopes to see Tsarukyan battle Gaethje, believing the winner of that contest could then earn a direct shot at Topuria.
Thought he got the better of. This was a great scrap. I have no idea how Paddy Pimblett did not get flatline KO'd on about 50 different occasions. If he lost, yes, he did lose, and if he lost any stock from this, the one saving grace is that he's been saying for a long time, we don't get knocked out, lad, and that would be the worst thing to happen to him. If he got KO'd in one of these fights badly, that would just be his ridicule forever. What happened to Scousers don't get knocked out, and it'd just be images of Paddy Pimblett out cold. I have no idea how he didn't get flatlined in this fight. Justin Gaethje was cracking him with so many overhand rights. And the worst part was, it's not even like you were understanding why he took the shot so well. Oh, he was rolling with that one. Oh, he tucked into that one a little bit. He saw it coming. I could see the shots coming. I was wincing while Gaethje was loading up because you could see Pimblett leaving exchanges with his chin up in the air and just getting his whole jaw span. And somehow he's still in the fight and throwing back. Absolutely crazy fight. Need to win, but I am going to bring up the fouls. Gaethje fought very fucking dirty in this fight. A lot of eye pokes, a groin shot as well. I think Paddy Pimblett had a groin shot that he landed too, but that was towards the end of the fight where it was just an absolute mess of a scrap between the two of them. But Gaethje landed some really, really bad eye pokes on him. But it doesn't matter because the result is the result. Pimblett gets beaten over.
Daniel Cormier, for his part, commends both fighters for leaving absolutely everything inside the cage. He highlights how Justin Gaethje applied relentless pressure on Paddy Pimblett, nearly finishing him on multiple occasions, a performance that ultimately secured him the interim title. Simultaneously, Cormier underscores Ilia Topuria's formidable track record, having decisively overcome top athletes like Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, and Charles Oliveira across various divisions. Cormier further adds that Gaethje has repeatedly proven that underestimating him is a grave mistake, as circumstances often turn in his favor when opponents do.
Big Rufus Gaethje puts on a very destructive performance against Paddy Pimblett. Kind of sloppy, little bit of a street beefs masterclass, if that's the word that you want to use to describe these two. Just standing in the pocket, swinging, trading, falling all over each other. There was some goofy takedown attempts and scrambles. But what it came down to is, like I said in the prediction video, Paddy Pimblett at that long range was landing some nice calf kicks. His jab was working quite well against him. We knew that Justin Gaethje, when he defends, ducks down into strikes, and Paddy Pimblett was able to land some nice knees up the middle, some nice head kicks. There was a couple of fouls back and forth that we'll talk about in this fight as well, but mostly it came down to, at range, Paddy Pimblett could do well, and he was kind of trying to force maybe a bad exchange out of Justin Gaethje where he could get some grappling going, but really didn't go for the takedowns in this fight. He's not really a guy that will shoot a takedown and wrestle.
Whitaker, however, is not prepared to count Justin Gaethje out entirely. He remains acutely aware of the formidable challenge ahead. Ilia Topuria's striking prowess ranks far above nearly every other fighter in the UFC, and his wrestling and jiu-jitsu skills are equally sharp. With impeccable timing and devastating counterstrikes, Topuria will ensure every move Gaethje makes comes at a high cost. Consequently, Gaethje's team must implement significant adjustments to remain competitive. The version of Justin who fought Paddy Pimblett simply won't suffice, but Whitaker anticipates a different, more refined Gaethje will emerge when he ultimately faces Topuria.
The day, like watching this fight, you do kind of just have to laugh to yourself because they're fighting tooth and fucking nail. They're scrapping for the honor of getting slimed out by fucking Ilia Topuria. Like, we already knew that before this fight, but nothing in this fight has convinced me otherwise that Ilia does not KO both these guys in like 2 rounds flat. I know that's not a hot take or unpopular opinion, but yeah, Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett, they went out there, they had a crazy brawl. Ilia's probably going to get on. This was like two drunk dogs fighting for the bone. You know what I mean? That's how Ilia would describe it, but it was entertaining.
That's all for today. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for more essential fight updates.